The 2024 race is a race the media is desperate to reclaim and reshape. But they have egg on their face, and the American people rightfully have some major trust issues. I think it's safe to say most of the voters who matter have made up their minds. It's just a matter of who will turn up and show up in November. And woe be it to you if you are one of those curious voters who wants to find out what is going on in the world. The intellectually curious find themselves having to march into the tangle of information, like Hernan Cortez, slashing and slogging through the jungle of information and misinformation, slant and slights. It's just a mess out there. Tune into mainstream media and you will notice that sudden burst of energy behind Harris is still going strong. Harris, who just last month, before inheriting the mantle of Democratic nominee for president, was considered the most unpopular vice president in recent polling. The cackling Kamala is on a rosy months-long honeymoon, energetic crowds, money flowing in. That's what we're seeing today. And strangely, according to media, there is former President Trump who isn't doing much campaigning, it seems, they say. He's posted up at Mar-a-Lago and sending J.D. Vance in his stead on the Sunday shows as an attack dog. No signature rallies, they say. No domination of the news coverage as of late. And despite being almost assassinated this month, that's very odd. So what's going on? I promised to deliver the bigger picture by reading into the details on this program, and if any story needs a little reading into, it's this one. What's going on when the left is saying Trump's in hiding and the right says he's way ahead, don't worry about it? And Trump isn't front and center in signature fashion right now. Well, I have some takes. Let's break it down. Let's start with the money. For the second quarter, the Trump campaign raised $331 million, a number that is going to keep him in pretty good shape. Trump not only rakes in high-dollar donors, but also has a significantly high amount of smaller-dollar donors, working-class Americans giving what they can because they believe in this man. That's not something that the left can brag about too easily these days. And just this weekend, as Kamala was holding rallies, President Trump was huddled with a smaller gathering of donors, approximately about 100, an event that charged $500,000 per couple. Big price tag. You would expect the inverse of the scenario to be true. But President Trump is opting for a more intimate approach to the campaign these past few days. If you tune in to the mainstream media, they are going to tell you that President Trump has lost speed on his fastball, that he's Elvis in his 70s Vegas era. You will start to hear some of the same attacks on Trump that were actually true of Biden, painting Trump as old, not all there. Absolute gaslighting. Trump is sharp, and the contrast between him and Biden proved that it wasn't about the age, but it was about the brain's health, and Trump's health was clearly not a question. Some on the right have posited that Trump is hunkering down in Mar-a-Lago because he has been targeted by Iran, both in threats against his life and his campaign. Look at the cyber attacks and the alleged reporting that there are Iranian assassins on the loose. But Trump is not one to hide either. I think this assessment is completely off. I think it's something else entirely. I think the Trump campaign made a calculating decision, and we're seeing it play out every day, to let Kamala be Kamala. Let her talk. Let all the attention go to her. Let the media fawn fest begin. Megyn Kelly had put it very well recently. Listen.
The reinvention of this woman as truly a Jesus-like figure is kind of stomach-turning. Here's just a sampling of what we've been seeing.
One little heartbeat of hope. Kamala Harris raising her hand and saying, I'll take care of this.
That is the type of grassroots mobilization and engagement that does remind me of Barack Obama.
Recognize what Vice President Kamala Harris has been able to accomplish in less than 1 week.
Just walking through the streets, every other conversation on the street was, who should be her running mate?
I got chills when she said,
Oh, God.
Donald Trump, I know your type. I was blown away. I was like, I kind of fell in love with her. Wow. And I just thought it was a great, great opening act.
Ben.
I can't.
Twinkle.
I can't.
To all of this, of course, there's the bumbling and butthurt Republicans who aren't on board with Trump, who are still sore that they weren't invited to Trump's White House last time. They're hiding their glee as they pronounce how it's all over for Trump now because cackling Kamala is the shiny new object. Trump is blowing it.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.